Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Last episode we found, or made our way into the dormitory section, found all the miners who had been cruelly gassed to death in the dormitories after being forced there from a series of simulated gas leaks and murder bots. Pretty scary stuff. We picked up numerous logs from various members from the mining facility staff, Corda here, who was plotting to sell us to the exchange. Didn't work out. Alright, so here's a turbo lift going back to the administration level. So once we get to the administration level, we'll try to get on the ship that docked, and then from there, go through the fuel line into the hangar, get the Ebon Hawk, and fly out of here. Okay, so about to open the store, there is a numerical sequence, like a code we have to enter. We're going to try and figure that out. So first, we're going to start by looking through all the logs that we found. This is a camera log from this recording.
Almost didn't make it out of the dormitory section before the lockdown, you merclack. You're cutting a little close, aren't you?
Yes, a regrettable miscalculation on my part. I'm contacting you because I'm picking up a subspace transmission from within that level. Is that your doing?
No, they must be trying to use the old relay system to send an emergency signal. I doubt they know what's really going on.
Hey, this turbo lift's locked down.
Try the code again, and don't worry about the miners and their transmission. By the time help arrives, we'll be all the way to Nar Shaddaa.
Oh, they won't be leaving the dormitories. The explosion within the tunnel has damaged the ventilation systems, causing breaches in the core exhaust conduits.
What? That's going to kill them all!
Not all of them, but I'm sending a number of mining droids to your location right now to correct that problem.
Corda, this turbo lift's locked down. The sequence isn't working.
Keep trying it! You! Why are you doing this? Why me?
You. It was never about you. The Jedi is all that interests me. But then you had to ruin everything by revealing his identity, and then trying to harm him. And that I cannot allow. Statement. You are a risk, Corda. You are impulsive, crude, and soon, deceased.
Hawking query. Corta, are you dead yet? Smug statement. I believe I forgot to mention that I reversed the turbolift codes, in case you managed to get this far.
Okay, so that's what happened to Corda. We can actually watch the logs here. My mistake. So we'll activate turbo and get back to a station which we can. But that voice was originally on the recording was the maintenance officer's voice. So it appeared that Corda believed, and his gang believed, they were working with the maintenance officer to trap everyone in here, not kill them, and then make off with the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa, which is where the exchange is located, in order to sell us to the exchange and get a large bounty. Okay, so this is a log console. Insert datapad to place in hollow replay last recorded log. So we'll see if there's any logged in this terminal. No logged present, so we'll have to insert the personal ones, which we picked up about 4 of them.
This may be the beginning of a long record. It's about an hour after the facility suffered the explosion that triggered the emergency lockdown. Just finished helping the dock officer set up the transmission relay. Not much signal strength, but it's better than nothing. The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13, then the next 2 numbers are...
Sir, couldn't we contact the med bay? Maybe the Jedi's awake. If so, he could help us.
No good. The link to the medical computer was severed from the hub, just like the administration console. Even if the Jedi wakes up, how would we get the dormitory turbo lift code to him? Without it, the turbo lift to the administration level is locked down.
She really picked an inopportune time to cut him off with their question. Although I get it, they're all kind of stressed out, being the very facility they're on is a carved out an asteroid made of highly flammable and explosive industrial grade space fuel, and they've also been herded into the dormitories by a series of explosions. Could make everyone a little bit stressed out.
We just took an inventory of our supplies. We've got enough emergency rations in the dormitories to last almost a month. But with all the problems in the facility, I don't know how long we'll last. I wish we could contact the Jedi. Maybe he could... but no, he's still floating in that damn tank. Someone's played us for fools. And since Corder and his crew aren't locked in here with us, it's pretty clear who it was. If I ever catch up with that Mandalorian-loving son of a... At least the air scrubbers are still working, even though they're tied into the... Hey, what's happening to the ventilation system?
You just had to say it. Alright, so we know from our administrator officer that they were trying to... There's a code to open a turbo lift that they were transmitting on a short subspace frequency, whatever that means. Which is why Corda and them were not able to get out. Or they were locked in, that's why we're locked in. That's the code we're trying to figure out. Alright.
We managed to get to the dormitories. We should be safe here. We've been trying to use the holo-transmitter to beam a transmission to the administration level to end the lockdown. But the administration console's been severed from the main hub. Everyone thinks we should try to evacuate on our own as soon as possible. But there's no way to break the dormitory seals from the inside. I'm going to keep sending distress calls in the meantime. We've been trying to find a way to circumvent the lockdown and get to our hangar bay, but so far, no luck.
Does, in retrospect, seem like a bad design decision to make... to be able to get yourself sealed inside the dormitories.
The situation's worse than we thought. Even if we get out of here, we can't shut down the fuel depot force fields if a fuel leak was detected. If so, the only way off this asteroid is if a ship docks with us. But the only connection to the docking platform is on the administration level, and we can't get up to the docking bay while we're trapped here. I only hope someone survived the explosion in the mining tunnels. If not, then we're stranded here. Unless our transmission reaches a passing ship, or a Telos freighter. Managed to use the holo-transmitter here as a crude relay to beam short-burst transmissions outside the Paragas facility. With any luck, the transmission will carry beyond the asteroid field. We've set the emergency transmission on automatic playback. We're using a simple military flash code to transmit the code to the turbo lifts, so maybe our rescuers can get down to the dormitory when they reach the station. Without those turbo lift codes, our rescuers wouldn't be able to get here from the administration level. And without those codes, we wouldn't be able to get to the administration level if we found a way out on our own. The messages are short distress calls only, since we can't get much signal strength. It's pretty weak, so unless a ship is actively searching the area, it might be a long time before a ship picks up the message. After all, who would be scouring frequencies way out here looking for trouble?
Alright, that's basically what we need to do. Figure out the code. Since we're in a far away off kind of asteroid field, no one's out here searching for trouble. This was the one we found in the sink. Nope, that one was encrypted. Never mind. And I believe this is the one that we just watched. Oh, it's encrypted. Never mind. I know what I'm doing. Check transmission.
Gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13. Then the next 2 numbers are...
So this is pretty simple puzzle. Dash is 10, dots are 3. I will say, if you don't have this intelligence check, like you can use this to figure it out on your own, which is what I had to do when I first played this game, because my character didn't have a high intelligence. I was really, you know, getting into the role playing at the time. So I did actually sat down with or got like a pen and paper out, and it's not that hard, but did actually have to figure it out. When you're like 12, life's difficulty settings kind of, it seems like it's higher, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Never mind. Alright. So we knew the dots, we knew the first 3 numbers, so we got the whole code, and then HK's smug statement fortunately told us that we have to reverse the code. And voila. Got that sweet, sweet experience. Go back to the administration level.
Emergency lockdown overridden.
Kreia.
I have felt a disturbance. Our enemy is here. We must leave at once. The one that fired upon the Ebon Hawk as we attempted to rescue you. And he will not let us go without blood being shed.
Who is this enemy?
The story is long and time is short. Come, we must go, and quickly. We need to make our way to the docking area on this level. I fear the airlock is already opened, and if so, we must be on our guard. If we cannot reach the Ebon Hawk, then we must find a way to escape on the ship that is docked here.
So we finally have our first companion of party. Her mints her special ability to give everyone a bonus to earned experience points. So that's good. And she has leveled up because she was gaining experience points with us. So we'll go ahead and level her up. So low strength, high dex, constitution, wisdom. If she is a consular. Let's see. We'll go ahead and raise her wisdom to make her a little bit more potent with the fullest powers. So she has a starting persuade of 5. She cannot increase it. And she, as far as I know, never has any actual persuade abilities. Or opportunities, because only the player character can engage in conversations. And you got 4 skill points, 4 class skills, so I just like to spread them out evenly to keep them all raised at about the same rate. And for powers, she starts off with a few already. Speed, energy, resistance. She also has a dark side power, fear, and then this neutral one, which is a little weird. So we'll give her stun droid so she can help us out. And another level. Get stun. And that's it. We'll give her the vibro cutter since she is I think pretty decent at melee. Probably better melee than she is ranged weapon because she is a Jedi as well. So we'll give her a cardio regulator, reflex package, just anything she can equip. If I ever think to activate her shields. Alright, we'll begin making our way back to Addams. Alright, so those scary looking guys dramatically appearing behind us briefly are the main kind of mook enemy throughout the game. So we can't actually fight them here. But they are kind of the main foot soldier for the Sith Lords. They we'll learn a little bit more about them later, but they are stealth units. We'll just run across them and fight them ad nauseum.
What in space is going on? Who's this? Another Jedi? What, did you guys suddenly start breeding when I wasn't looking?
Come on, we have to leave now.
Alright. I'm guessing that Republic ship that just docked isn't carrying friends of yours.
I hope your talent for understatement is offset by your skill with a blaster. If not, then I fear our time together will be short indeed.
Yeah, and I'm also good at running and drinking, Your Majesty. And even if you two aren't big friends of the Republic, that warship's the only way off this station.
So Atten is now part of our party. He can't be knocked out. As long as he's not the last party member standing, he can't be knocked out, and saving throws improve the more he's wounded. And
We have a clear run to the ship.
boss battle.
Master, perhaps Perhaps I did not enunciate clearly the last time we spoke. I suggested that you should shut down, stay put, and wait for rescue.
No, you're clear. I just don't listen to assassin droids. After all the deaths you've caused, rescue's hardly to my use.
Clarification. Assassin droid is such a crude term, Master. Preserved for Durasteel drones uploaded with only the most archaic kill programs. The function I perform has been referred to as wanton slaughter. I prefer to see it as a means of facilitating communication, resulting in the termination of hostilities.
Are you the one to kill the miners in the medical bay?
Indignant answer. Master, the miners intended to place you in jeopardy. I could not allow that to take place, so I was forced to negotiate a termination of hostilities. After reprogramming the mining droids to mine any organics they perceived, they began to kill the miners one by one. Then a series of flawlessly timed explosions drove the miners into their dormitories, where I was able to gas them all at once without wasting time hunting them through the mining tunnels. I then administered a large dose of sedatives to the remaining miners in the med bay, enough to kill them, but ensure you slept peacefully. Of course, against my calculations, you awakened from your tank prematurely. I am ashamed by the inconvenience that caused for both of us.
So he's very proud of his work. He likes that phrase, flawlessly timed. He's used it like 3 or 4 times now since we met him. Fortunately, though, he is very prideful, and that has allowed us to gain the upper hand and escape.
Answer. It is beyond the scope of my programming to probe the motivations of my clients, Master. Suffice to say that I am being well compensated for my services. You have been a difficult target to find. You have been wandering the galaxy since the end of the Mandalorian Wars, leaving little record of your passage. It is as if you did not wish to be found by hunters such as myself, or more likely, the Jedi Order.
So we've been wandering the galaxy for the last few years. And why a robot needs compensation, I'm not sure, but he is working for someone who wants us captured.
Chiding answer. My programming renders me incapable of revealing the identity of my client, Master. However, I am free to say that my client is wealthy and very interested in possessing the last of the Jedi.
Well, you won't take me without a fight, for sure.
Resignation. Very well, Master. If inflicting pain is the only means to resolve this matter, then you leave me no choice.
Floating mines. Let's go ahead and target this one. This is kind of where the combat, where, you know, having party members in combat really helps, and a good reason why the game pauses, because it gives you a chance to kind of get your party members situated. And why not? I don't know if he has any stealth skill, but we'll just give him that, since it at least imparts a... We'll go ahead and give him the blaster rifle, and then level him up. Crank up his dexterity a little bit. Sneak attack. I'm going to give him some melee feats, since eventually we will use him as a melee character. So we'll use stun droid on that. Hopefully it works. Kreia will target this and stun droid, and then stun droid. Hopefully she can handle that. You will just target this one. So it only has sniper shot and regular attack. Oh, whatever. Alright, that didn't go the way I expected. But now we can focus on this guy. Oh, he's self-destructing. Kreia, no! So she got knocked out, but since the combat was over, she's automatically revived. Yeah, I'll check the remains. Self-sustaining unit, HK, vocabulary, and advanced mining laser. The HK vocabulary will be very important. I think we already checked the store, that's right. Alright, so that was our first sort of mini-boss battle. The bosses generally, I don't think, are really any different from normal enemies other than they have extra HP. And in this door, which was closed to us before, is now open since the ship is docked, and we will go to the Harbinger command ship. So this is actually the Harbinger, the ship that we were on.
I sense no one on board.
Look around animation.
No one on board? Sense any assassin droids creeping up behind us like last time?
Everyone here has been slain, yet there are few signs of battle. No carbon scoring, no blast of fire. This place has been hit by assassins of a different sort.
Then what are we doing on this ship? We were better off in the facility. You two are supposed to be Jedi? You two are the worst Jedi I've ever met.
Alright, we need to plan out accusations. Let's try to be a good leader now that we have a party.
If the assassin machine was correct, then we cannot reach the hangar. Be silent. I need some time to think.
You can bypass the force field by getting through the fuel pipe.
I don't mean to cast another shadow on this, but even if you could reach the ship you came in on, it wouldn't matter. You'll need the orbital drift charts to clear the Paragus asteroid field, unless you want to have the shortest flight out of Paragus ever recorded.
How did this ship dock here?
Well, of course they have the asteroid drift charts in their Navicomputer. They'd have to.
Alright, so first things first, let's solve one problem and get to another. Let's get their codes, then we can worry about reaching the...
Well, we'd have to get to the bridge, I mean... Well, that's the biggest problem I can see.
That is a sound plan for the moment. Let us go.
Now you have a party, certain actions, a dialogue responsible. Increase or decrease your influence, your companions, depending on their personalities. Some respect cruelty, while others may respect nobility, loyalty, cleverness, brute force, and so on. The higher influence of the companion, the more your alignment affects theirs. An extreme high-low influence with the companion can open up additional dialogue choices. There are benefits to both. Treat them as you will.
Our enemies gather while we wait here.
Sorry, I was learning about game mechanics, Kreia. Just give me a sec. Forgive me, I'll be more mindful in the present. Stop wagging that finger at me.
Very well.
Alright, so I told her to be mindful, that I would learn from her, and I gained a little influence as well as some light side points, because I was not a jerk. And now we'll explore the ghost ship. I think this might take us a little bit. Yeah. Uh-oh, we got some Sith assassins materializing out of nowhere.
More where that came from. Time to take him down to size.
So not too difficult, at least not at this early stage. Kreia's low on health, but I think she's still recovering from getting laid out by a self-destructing murder bot. You know, Ann said we had to reach the bridge, which apparently is really hard. Nope, there it is. Alright, we're on the bridge. Evil Sith Lord guy appears to not be here. Let's see, we got repair parts. Let's use those since we got some repair. Astrogation capabilities. Download orbital drift charts. Got it. Let's check the logs. Oh, we got a few logs here, so let's watch those.
We have taken on passengers to Telos.
Sir, we've just received an emergency broadcast. A freighter under attack by Sith forces.
Can you get an ID on the ship?
Yes, sir. We have its ID signature. It's not in our databanks, but its profile suggests some low-stock freighter. It says it's being hit hard by a Sith warship. Sir?
I'll need to confirm with command before we move to intercept. Report.
The Sith warship is empty, sir. We attached an umbilical and sent 3 strike teams through it, and there's no sign of a crew or its commander.
There's no one on board? What about the escape pods?
They're still in their berths, sir. This place, it's empty. It's like a ghost ship.
Then who was firing at the freighter?
We don't know, sir. The freighter's empty, too. We did a clean sweep and nothing except a lone T3 unit, badly damaged. Did you still want a tractor beams to the Harbinger?
Search the freighter and the warship one more time. If they're clean, then we'll tractor the freighter over.
Yes, sir.
No idea why the Admiral thought that freighter worth all the effort. We'll find out.
Everyone in the Ebon Hawk was dead, sir. We're starting autopsies within the hour.
What about that Sith corpse we retrieved from the warship?
We haven't had a chance to fully examine it, sir. He looks human, but he's fractured in several places.
Then keep me posted. Something's wrong here, and I want to know where all those Sith on the warship went. We're still experiencing a problem with the communications array, and now maintenance is telling me there's a cascade failure in the weapons.
Sir, I just picked up an unusual sound from MedLab.
I have come for the Jedi. What the hell was that?
Sir, I don't know. Communications just got cut.
Send a security team to MedLab, now!
So that's a little spooky. So first log, they got a distress call from the Ebon Hawk under attack from a Sith warship. They moved to intercept. Apparently they got there was an actual battle going on, so they boarded the Sith warship. No one on board. They go aboard the Ebon Hawk. They find a T3. Just a T3 droid, I believe. And then they also find the guy with the cracked skin we saw in that cutscene, who was apparently dead when they found him. And, oh, more bad guys. See if we can use our stun. Nope. We can force push them. Nope. Let's kill them the old-fashioned way. Cool. I don't believe these guys ever drop remains. Yeah. We'll just keep exploring here. Which kind of sets up the central, or I think a major theme in this game. Whereas the first KOTOR was about the Jedi Civil War. And you got clear, you know, the Republic on one side, Sith on the other. Kind of your traditional Star Wars space war. Of, you know, ships fighting each other, conquering planets. Scrappy band of young heroes trying to stop the guy, take down the super weapon, and oh, bad guys. This game is more about what kind of comes after that. So you got a Republic ship finds a Sith warship, but instead of engaging in battle, they find nothing. Like, there's no one there. And then things start going wrong. Like, they're fighting an enemy that's not fighting back in the traditional sense. And escape pod. Let's see if we can't be used all. You know, they're not drawing up clear lines. They're hiding in the shadows and striking from where they can't be seen. And that's kind of what we're gonna have to deal with through the game. You know, it's not an open war of clear these people are right, these are wrong. Sealed. Wasn't going anywhere anyway. You cannot open that door as far as I know. So it's sort of interesting just how that theme is being set up relatively early on. And oh, let's go ahead and level up. So we hit level 6, so we automatically get these feats. And we'll go ahead and level up our critical strike. And we'll get heal for 1. And our defense, our physical defense is 2. So we're increasing our combat feats as well as increasing our force defense. Briefing room, console, we'll come back to that. I don't know who's putting like screens or interactable objects where your legs go. It's also a very long seat, like your knees wouldn't be. It's like if you have your knees bent around the seat, you're like leaning back to reach, you know, it just doesn't seem in proper proportion. But I'm not an ergonomics expert, so maybe, so what do I know? Maybe they figured something out.
Jurisdiction. I'm afraid we're going to lose it all. There's just not enough ships and too much territory to cover. We're still rebuilding from the war with Malik, and sometimes I wonder if we'll ever recover. Still, we have our orders, and the Republic's put the highest priority on this mission. Looks like the trouble on Onderon will have to wait.
Alright, so we got another planet name, Onderon, and there's some trouble happening.
As ordered, we've picked up the passengers from the Outer Rim and have made quarters for them. Once aboard, we've plotted a course for Telos. We expect to arrive within 10 standard days, provided there's no mishaps. I've been ordered to give the passenger no special treatment, nor make any indication of his identity. I have some reservations about turning the Harbinger into a passenger liner, but the orders were clear. Whoever this passenger is, he's got diplomatic level priority, whether he knows it or not.
So we are the passenger. We are picked up. We are on a mission of some importance. We don't know what that is yet. Going to Telos.
We picked up a distress signal and are sending a message to the Republic for permission to investigate. We have also transmitted the damaged vessel's ID signature to the Republic. According to the message, it's being pursued by Sith forces. There's no match for the vessel in our databanks, but the profile of the distress signal suggests it's a stock freighter of some kind. We'll only know for sure when we arrive, and we'll find out if the signal's genuine or a trap. We wanted to check with you, sir, before diverting course from Telos. There appears to be some battle that has taken place in the sector, and we've received a distress signal.
You have permission to divert course, Captain. If there's a Sith presence in the region, I want you to investigate. The ID signature on the freighter, did you get confirmation on it?
Yes, sir. We did not have the vessel listed in our databanks, so we transmitted the code to you. Was there a match?
There was, Captain. If you find any trace of that vessel, even wreckage, I want it.
Yes, sir.
After you've investigated the sector, resume course to Telos with the passenger. It is of the highest importance that he reach Telos.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure he arrives intact.
Good hunting, Captain. Admiral Onasi out.
Sometimes I wonder if the right hand of the Republic knows what the left hand is doing. Always being kept in the...
Query. You sent for me, Captain.
Yes, I need you to check on the passenger again and see if there's anything he needs. Try not to be too obvious about it. His safety is our top concern.
Statement. I shall use the utmost discretion, Captain. As always, it is my pleasure to serve.
Oh, nice. Alright, so a couple things from that recording. Of course, that was Carth Onasi. He was our Han Solo type, one of the main companions from the first Knights of the Republic. He's now an admiral in the Republic, which is pretty sweet for his career. And then they also, again, reinforced the importance of our mission to Telos. So, we still don't know why. I was like getting these combat feats first. give us another healer, and go ahead and cool. Right, so going to Telos. Onasi, sorry, heard about the Ebon Hawk. Of course, wanted the Republic to recover the ship. One of the big mysteries that's brought up in this game is what exactly happened to Revan after KOTOR 1, since, you know, the game ended, and then it's like, well, what happened after that? Supposedly, as we find out in this game, he just sort of disappeared, and no one really knows why or where.
More where that came from.
Go ahead and heal. Good chunk of force points for a good chunk of health. And we also saw the HK droid was present, or was, you know, the captain's kind of personal, maybe it wasn't, not personal, but his protocol droid. So what we've seen is it's an assassin droid that is very good at, sorry, I gotta go back. Real quick. It's good at kind of involving itself in organizations, posing as a helpful protocol droid. It's like most people just assume that droids... we've already... Oh, I'm an idiot. My bad. I apologize. I thought there was a path we hadn't gone down yet. There's a breaking glass sound. It's not like most people are very trusting of droids just by nature, so one that, you know, is allowed to lie or can murder obviously can go very far just by putting on the face that it's there to help, it's there to provide a specific function, and people just, you know, let it go about its way, let it do its thing without really questioning what it is it's doing.
Are you all right?
This was my room.
This was your room? When?
We do not have much time. Whatever you intend to do, do it quickly.
We got a data pad and an armband. Request a report to Harbinger Medical Bay for routine examination. Routine is automated. Simply insert this data pad in the medical computer and see your injections. Cool. And we got an armband, which we can is a gets +1 Constitution. Jedi Dexter is exiled from the Jedi Order. That's kind of a hard sentence to say. So we'll equip that. Gives us +1 Constitution. I don't know if we gain any actual bonus from that. If our Constitution, I think it's at an even number, so it may not affect our modifier, but why not? Oh, skill too low. Let's see. Does Add have a good security? It's 8. Cray has 2, and we have 1. So to use our companion skill points for skill checks, you just select their character and then have him do the action. Nope, still too low. So never mind. Actually, let's see if he can use a security tunneler, maybe. That worked. Okay, we are pushing about 40 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Next episode, we will continue our exploration of the Harbinger, see if we can find out any more to this mystery, and if we can get to the Ebon Hawk, since we probably won't be flying this ship out of the system. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you're still watching, I do appreciate you watching, and I hope if you have any feedback, you know, always welcome, especially, you know, positive feedback, how to make videos better, things I can do better. I am pretty new at this, so I always appreciate that. I'll be trying to upgrade my computer. Hopefully later today. I got some parts in the mail coming. Got a solid state hard drive and some more RAM. Hopefully I know what I'm doing enough to successfully do that and not fry my PC. So if this is the last video I upload, that's probably why, but hopefully not. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.